Hey everybody, I got my camera set up, so now things are a little bit clearer. I did have to change the lighting of the room so it didn't look too yellow and red. It's still kind of a reddish camera, I guess, so we'll just have to deal with what we got. Um, yeah, so now I haven't set up the music yet, and the camera was giving me trouble right before the stream started, so I'm a little bit behind schedule here. It should just take a second to load the music, and then we should be good. Pretzel. Oh, I should change the audio device so I don't ruin everything again. So the trick is that you change it before you open the software, right? That's how it makes sense. What am I doing? Pretzel. All right. So then it just changes to the default one, which is whatever you're using. So that's the way it should be done, obviously. All right, this should be loading here. Throw on my headphones. It says chiptune. Looks like it's coming through, so that's good. All right, cool. Turn up my headphones. All right, so I think I'm gonna continue work on this guy, this animation. It's taken forever, but I just gotta stick to it, and that's what it takes. Kind of zoomed in here. So I think I finished the clouds, but I don't know. There's a lot of cleanup. I remember that. The lava stops there, so I could continue the lava. That gives me something to work on to warm up on. Sometimes when you jump on a piece like this, I mean, I know I've been working on it forever, but it's easier to just like start with something simple and then like remind yourself what you really need to be working. All right, so where did I put that? There wasn't like a volcano layer or something like that. Light volcano, dark volcano, yeah. So I'm gonna go to the lava. Right, so there's lava there. I just have to see. Oh, it moved me up to the layer that I'm on. All right, it's not that. It's that. So volcano 2. Hard to tell with those. That, that was a top smoke. I called it. I think. Yeah. Okay, so this frame, I'm just gonna start drawing more lava. That'll give me something to start with. Uh, I think I was just going like a little bit at a time. Yeah, that's right, right? Yeah. Oh no, I'm using the wrong color. Okay. Change this. All right, so at least we're on the right color here. Yeah, to be honest, I'm still actually just kind of waking up. Um, my sleep schedule is kind of flipping on itself. It's kind of normal for me, I guess. It's been a few years since this has happened, but this is not the first time this has happened. It used to happen all the time back uh, when I was just out of college. Yeah, I'm just kind of expanding on the lava a little bit now to make it look like it's grown. Because a lot of it's going to be covered by the top smoke. So if I don't add to the whole bit, then you probably won't notice. You might not notice anyways, but it's an animation, so you gotta draw for the people who might be paying attention. Oh, and I'm restreaming to Facebook, so I should open a Facebook window just in case. I always forget to do that, and I feel like I don't know, maybe one or two people might. I mean, if it wasn't the middle of the night, anyways. But just to have it open, just in case, I think that's might be wise. Okay. Yeah, I have a few friends on Facebook that I'm still friends with, but it's becoming a like a ghost town as far as my friends that go. Like they're all back home friends, and a lot of my back home friends just don't. I don't know. I guess it's partly my fault because I don't really reach out to people. But a lot of my friends back home, it's like we've grown very distant, and even like my friends from my childhood, like very distant. Um, People I was in bands with, they've got new bands, or whatever. Um, yeah, people passing away. Um, yeah, that's a thing, fortunately. But I guess I'm getting older. Eyes are kind of getting adjusted to this lighting. Pretty bright. Lots of cool light, which is kind of harsh on the eyes. Um, yeah, the other camera is okay with the orangish light, which I actually prefer. When I was like after college, I was living at this dilapidated cottage in the Midwest, and kind of like forested area. It's actually supposed to be like resort property, and then I guess parts of it still is. Yeah, my house was kind of like the most rundown house on the lake, right? But it was on the lake, so it was cool for that. But people would like you know boat by, right? Ride by on their boat, and you could just be like, "What the heck is wrong with that house?" Right? That was my place, and part of it was that I didn't. Oh, I have this volume down really low on the pretzel. Probably for the better. It's really not great. Um, I'll turn it up a little bit. That way, you guys can hear it too. Um, yeah. So the lake house, I would. It had a huge backyard. Oh, doing stuff here. Whoops. No, I don't want to listen to this. Okay, loading or something. But yeah, the lake house, I would definitely hold off on mowing the lawn sometimes for like months, and place to get really overgrown quite quickly, really. And I used to joke that I had to take care of the trees because it was us or them, and that if I didn't take care of them, they'd take care of me. I think I broke Pretzel from using the keyboard on accident. I'm gonna reload it and see if that fixes it. The old turn it on and off again trick. I don't like pirate music. Fuck that. Ah, I did it again. Alright, I need to click first. I want to move frames, not songs. Alright, so I'm just going to think and unlink. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Because there's other shit going on this layer. I forgot about this volcano over here probably uses the same damn layer. Oh yeah, totally. Alright, so that's not an option. So what I do instead, this is kind of loud, huh? Oh, it's out of my headphones. So what I'll do instead is I don't want to listen to this either. It's like not chiptune at all. I think I already downloaded that song. Alright, this is okay. Um yeah, so what I'll do instead is I'll grab everything with the wand. I'll just copy it and then I'll move to the next layer. Oh, you know, I grabbed the wrong one. I want this one. So I'll copy that one, move to the next frame, not layer, and paste there. And then from here, I'll Control D, hit the B button for my brush again, for the pencil, and start pixeling. Yeah, I can get down with this. I'm gonna hit the thumbs up button. Just realized I did not do my exercises this morning, or this evening, whatever it is. I did some stretching, but usually I use the rubber uh, resistance band for like 30 minutes or so. That's been helping a ton. Um, Basically, just continuing my physical therapy. Um, and I'm getting better. I can still feel it in my spine. Um, yeah, it's just weird, you know. Reminds me of like Mega Man or something. I really like that track. I probably would have even looped the melody one more time for this uh, release, you know, while on the, you know, in the game. You don't want to waste memory like that because audio files get big. Um, but for a release, I would totally add another loop to that melody, make the song a little bit longer. I don't have to move the lava a lot each frame, just a few pixels, and I think that should be enough. I'm like I'm painting on the wrong layer and shit. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab this one here and bring it over and paste it there. Then just continue on the animation. Adding a few pixels here, a few pixels there, and then eventually it looks like moving lava. Because it's pretty far back. Doesn't need a whole lot of movement because lava's pretty slow. But it is an intense scene, so if it moves a little fast, I don't really mind. Oh, you know what? I don't even have the streaming avatars on. Didn't I have it on and I didn't connect it. Connected now. Party. Should I give myself some some partiers? Let's see. I'll take the cat. Cat's always fun. Alright, sorry. Clicking around on a different window there. There we go. Yep, just continuing the lava. Not a whole lot to say. But yeah, I'm enjoying not having to work at the frame shop. Um, Not having to hunch over and peel all day is this is nice. I like this. Excuse me, I bumped my desk there. But yeah, this is a far more relaxing lifestyle. And I'm getting a lot done. I'm ramping up uh, what I'm doing as well, which is nice. I'm almost ready for a an update on my game. Of course, none of the stuff that I've been working on in stream is really going to be there, unfortunately, but clearly it's far from being finished, so that should not be a big surprise. But I'm excited. It's fixed a bug that really bothers me. It's funny, no one's really mentioned it before. Although last night a tester played it, and that was great. He did a great job. Like, why is it doing that? I did not copy and paste it yet. Um, yeah, he did a really great job, and I was on the mic with him, so I kind of probably talked more than I would have normally, obviously. But what I mean is that I told him about a bug that he probably would have noticed, maybe. But no one else has noticed it, as far as I know. And basically, there's like four different types of bullets that come out of the ship when you get a bunch of power ups and stuff. And one of them had a collider issue where for some reason the collider was like really, really tiny when it was supposed to be like really, really big. I don't know what happened there. It's hard for me to believe that it's always been like that because I would have noticed it. I think I might have changed something on the prefab and then not realized what had changed. So it's probably only one update that's like that, and it's the one that's up right now. But I'm testing the fix on it, and there's a couple other things that are fixed in it too. Um, Sound effects are a little bit lower in volume and stuff like that. Okay, I think that um, cell or frame is good. So we're gonna copy it and we're gonna paste it. Deselect the B tool and we're off again. Yeah, if you notice, I like stretch sometimes, and like when I do, my spine actually still pops. That's how bad everything is. So I should be standing more like this, but if I look funny, like I'm puffing out my chest, that's why. Um, Basically, like the the backside of my rib cage, like where the sternum is, right? But like sternum's here, but on the backside, there's some issues there where there should be some movement on the rib cage there. And for me, I had extremely tiny bit of movement. Actually, the woman, physical therapist, was helping me. Told me that I didn't have any movement, and that a few days or a few weeks into it, she was able to get some movement by putting pressure on it, and so naturally that's supposed to move on its own with your own force, not someone actually pressing on it. So those muscles are like far like gone, atrophied. So it's like I'm building them up finally. It's painful. It takes a while. I think that's the main reason why I'm not getting as many dev hours in as I was hoping for. But this is more important because if I don't fix this, then I won't be able to continue developing, and I it could get so bad that I couldn't finish the game if I don't do anything about it. So I'm doing something about it because it got to that point where I was basically feeling so much pain when I was trying to make the game that it didn't make me want to make the game anymore. I was associating that pain with making games, and that's not what I wanted. So I made some changes, and then all of a sudden life happened, and the company I was working for just kind of, I don't know, they were anxious, I guess. They didn't know what the heck they were doing. They're like buying new buildings and like hiring people who for management that don't have any management experience. So it's pretty bad. I stuck around too long. Um, and honestly, it was to the point where I was planning on sticking around longer, and then they fired me because I asked for my PTO because I wanted to like take a step back and like think about what the heck I was doing because it wasn't beneficial to my life. I mean, I was making okay money, but I'm worth a lot more, and I wasn't doing something that I'm trained in, which is like art and digital media, reading animation and games and stuff. So it's like, what was I really doing there? It's just lasering a bunch of baseballs and bats and weird stuff, floorboards and autograph plates and stuff like that. Getting glue all over the place on like me. My clothes were getting ruined. My arms were covered in glue every day. So my hands were so covered in glue. It took me like 3 days to get it off. So like, by the end of the weekend, I still had more glue on my hands that I hadn't completely removed, and I was back at work. Not to mention the crevices in my calluses on my thumbs for like black every day, just from the amount of like soot and glue that I had to deal with because I had the soot from the laser and then the glue from gluing everything down because I was like the glue person as well. I don't know how I ended up as the glue person either. That was like totally someone else's job, and then I just absorbed it and started doing that as well because they didn't hire people. It sucked. And then when they did hire people, they kept me on the glue. They're like, "Oh, we'll have them do the easy work that no one or that everyone's okay doing." We don't want to scare them off with the hard work. They We'll just make one person do all that. All right, now I'm venting a little bit. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's good for me. This isn't pixel art at all. This is like metal. Oh, this is that one. I kind of like this artist. Most of the stuff is pretty good. I feel like a lot of it is for different games. So like different games would have different styles, but for the most part, I like this artist. Oh, there we go. I hit Control B instead of Control V, so I probably have a custom brush. Oops. Okay. Stats. Wait, what did I do? Oh man, I messed that up. Or did I? Wait. I want this frame. No. Oh, I want. The heck is that? Did I put it on the wrong layer? Oh man, I did. Well, that's not too bad. I should be able to just grab it. See what else I grabbed. Hold on. Oh, looks like I'm good. Okay, we'll just X, relax, move up, Control V. Okay, and then we want the wand. Grab it, copy it, move over, paste it, Control D, B, zoom in, position. All right. Oh yeah, I should mention at some point the camera is going to shut off because it's running on battery. So I'll have to switch back to the Logitech. It shouldn't be an issue. I usually only stream a couple hours anyways. So it's like a couple hour battery life, I believe. So we'll just have to see how it does. I've never actually left it on that long, so I've heard that the sensors can get overheated, but I don't think it's gonna break the camera. I don't know, maybe I should check before I continue, but I think I'll be okay. Other people use it. Trying a little bit too hard to sound like Pink Floyd here. I like this one. Kind of reminds me of Adventure Time. Like I said that before, maybe that was a different track. All right, I think that cell's done. That frame. Put this one up. Sometimes if you're like zoomed in funny, it just like pastes it wherever it wants. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they fixed it in the update that's in beta. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the beta yet, but it's in beta, so if it was completely stable, it wouldn't be in beta. I guess a lot of people are having trouble with running scripts, but um, that kind of tends to happen when you write a script for software and then the software changes. That's kind of the whole thing with third-party stuff, right? Kind of why I stay away from third-party stuff in Unity because a lot of times it eventually stops getting updated, and Unity's constantly getting updated. So fill that in, stretch this out a bit. Those. We got rid of those there. All right. Still need more on this layer. What is this? More metal? Oh, my bad. Come on, I clicked on it. What's it doing over there? All right, let's take a look. See what all this hard work has done for us. I'm going to go all the way back, and we'll just keep it at this zoom without the top smoke. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so let's turn on the top smoke. We'll see how it looks being half covered up. Yeah, no, that does the job. I would really like to put more color into the top smoke too. I wonder I wonder if I could like make the inside darker and get away with it. Maybe it would help it look like less natural, maybe, right? Because the natural smoke is coming from the volcanoes, which I did use a reference for, yeah. And in real life, volcano smoke is mostly plumes of white smoke. It looks like so the denser parts are more light in color actually when they're closer to the light source, right? Um, and then like as the your viewpoint wraps around it, you start to see more shadow because of the shape of the cloud, right? That's still kind of true, but in like think of like a diesel smoke from a truck or something like that. It's just like black smoke, and then the edges are kind of semi-translucent, right? So that's kind of what I would be going for. So I think I might actually try that, and we'll just start and right about there. We'll just see if we can make it look cool with a few frames, and it's gonna be a lot of work actually, because there's like a lot of clouds coming out of each smokestack, and there's four smokestacks. So each frame is gonna have multiple clouds for the most part after I get going here. This pixel is in view. I might as well just take care of it. It's been bothering me for so long. I think there's one called Sky, yeah. I'll just, not like I couldn't get rid of it, just I just never did, right? Um, what did I do? Was I on the right layer? No. I sworn I clicked it, but yes, lots of fun fixing this one pixel. Pixel. We'll name it Pixel. Um, but I've fixed it. Oh, no, I have not. Yeah, what we're seeing is the background sky layer that I made when I was making the clouds, the first initial clouds, way back in the day. Back like 3 weeks ago. Let's fix that. Alright. Yes. One's like purple. I like that. Alright, I think I've fixed that pixel. Oh shit, what's that all about? I missed a layer, or a frame. Okay, now I can go back to the smoke. We'll find the top smoke layer. Which I was thinking, I should probably like, I don't know, group them and stuff. But I've had issues with grouping before. I ended up having to ungroup them. So I was like, well, why did I group them in the first place? But yeah, it does look pretty unorganized. All right, so I'm gonna take this color and we'll just like, blah, make it real dark. Real dark. But if it's that dark, we want it to be saturated. So let's see. It shouldn't touch the edge. Yeah, I should be doing this on another layer. Good. There we go. All right, back to the beginning. All right, we've got our top smoke. Oh, there's a layer called top smoke highlight, isn't there? Well, we'll use that one. Now, if my theory is correct, this should help make it look more disgusting. This Christmas music? It is. Oops. My bad. Ah, I don't like that. Where's the E key? There we go. So I think after this frame, I'm gonna take a look just to make sure I'm not like wasting time. But I think this looks pretty good. It is gonna be like a huge time consumer though, so I'll have to think about it. Luckily, these clouds are relatively easy though. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna take a look. I'll probably end up changing the color of the background but they're on separate layers, so it should be really easy. Yeah, I like it darker. Otherwise, it looks too much like the dirt. All right, so I'm gonna try a few frames, or those frames with a different color for this smoke. So it doesn't look so halo-y, you know what I mean? Um, I'll actually go the other way. So I like to go between colors like that and then kind of visualize where halfway would be. Here we go. Kind of blends in this with the sky, but I think that might be okay. Oh, here we are. Take a look. It's like so quick. We'll go back. Oh, it does it automatically. Right now. Oh, still doesn't look right. Oh, these frames need to be adjusted too. It's just weird because I thought I put the highlight on a different layer. Like where? Why is it on? Why is it on that layer? That's what layer it's supposed to be. What layer is it on? Did I lose track of it? Wall smoke? Oh, that's so weird. I thought I was on this layer, but I was on that layer. Okay. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, we'll grab this mud color, deselect, and G. Oh, no, wrong layer. Okay, that's probably why it happened. Oops. Did it go backwards there? Uh, that's weird. This frame, um, I'm gonna use this other layer. It's supposed to be here. Um, but that's not the layer. I want this layer here. But then, oh shit, this one. The fuck? This one. There we go. Okay. This one is supposed to be here. And this one here. Like that. Okay. So now that I fixed it, I'm gonna put these on the right layer. Um Come on. Okay, this one got put on the wrong layer then. Do that. Okay. Oh, but this is on the wrong layer now. Okay. What is this doing all the way over there anyways? I don't understand why it's there. Is it the same as the layer that already exists? Fucking it up. This one? Alright, well then it doesn't need to be there. Waste of time. Alright. We're back on track though. Oh my gosh, come on. I'm on the wrong color. There we go. I actually do plan on changing the sky color too, so I'm not too worried about the colors being this close. Oh my god. What did I miss? Something stupid here. Oh, it's the contiguous thing. That's what it is. Okay. Oops. I don't like that shape. Whoa, why is that cloud not moving? How did I not see that? Oh, this one move? Deselect. Fuck's sake. That's real weird that that whole frame doesn't move. I'm a little bit concerned now. Just those clouds. That's so weird. Okay. Enough fussing with it. I just need to take care of it. Oh no, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, I think that should fix it. Yeah. Somehow I managed to miss all of these clouds. Doesn't seem like it moved very much. Fuck it. It did move. Headphones are kind of heavy. I mean, they're nice, but they do hurt your head after about 45 minutes or so of wearing them. and I gotta rearrange them, and then another 40 minutes or so, I gotta move it again. I could copy and paste this stuff, but honestly, it's like just as quick to redraw it, and it'll probably look better if there's a little bit of movement, because otherwise there's no movement and they're kind of static, just floating away, which clouds never do. So this movement might actually help sell the animation. 2 pixels. There we go. Button there. All right. I'm on the wrong freaking layer for fucking 3 layers. Oh my god. For 3 frames. I don't even know how that happens. Okay, I'm back. I'm on the right layer. I'm getting a little bit hungry. I think I'll be able to make it another half hour, 40 minutes or so. I like listening to this chiptune stuff. I kind of wish that I could listen to just whatever I wanted to, and I feel like you can get away with listening to a lot of VGM. So I don't know. But it's a lot of work to like go through and be like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this song and then this song and then this song. If you throw on a playlist on like YouTube or something, something's probably gonna pop up that's someone else's music that's or a VGM song that's copywritten and licensed or whatever. As kept. Or BMI'd. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom out a bit and take a look and see how at least that one smokestack looks. Because like I said, this is taking forever. Probably still want to do it, but I just want to make sure that I still want to do it. Yeah, it looks better. The whole piece is kind of dark though, so I am gonna have to brighten it up a bit. Like it looks bright on this screen, but the colors aren't right. I did a pretty good job, but it still needs to be a little bit closer. But yeah, I'm gonna darken all of those top smoke layers, and then I'm gonna remember what layer I'm on. That's the plan. Alright, I need the color. Whoa, what happened? I hate when I accidentally drag frames. That's like the worst experience. Those last frames look terrible. Those ones aren't bad, but the next ones are bad. I need to fix this guy. This one, yeah, it's like these should be different. I'm better off starting with the last frame and then moving them into place here. Because at least they'll have the direction. This should have another cloud then, or something. I don't know. Four more clouds. I don't know. Part of me just wants to not worry about it, but it's noticeable. So, all right, one more. I'll probably reshape these. I'm not sure yet. Right now, I just want to make them not look terrible. Oh man, that looks bad. I don't think I've heard this one yet. Oh, this is more abstraction. Just a different album. It used to be doing pretty good on battery life. The camera, that is. Um, I'm probably gonna need food before it runs out of battery. So I guess that's a good thing. I did buy a charger though. It's coming in the mail next week or the week after. Who knows? All right. That fixes that. I guess I can get back to this now. The one smokestack that I've been working on. Gosh darn it. Yeah. If I were designing this software, I would make that button blank right when you click on the tool to let you know whether it's contiguous or not. Maybe even have it blink a different color with if it's contiguous or if it's not contiguous. I would probably do that with everything. The symmetry as well. If you have symmetry active, I would have that blank. So I would change the ugly start screen too. Yeah, I like pixel art as much as the next guy. Pixel art UI, you better make it look good if you're a pixel art program. Easier said than done. What I would do is increase the resolution at least. So that way we can read what it says. And when it's in italics, it doesn't look like a blur. Also, don't leave italicized font on your start page if it looks like a blur. Yeah, italicized pixel art fonts never work very well. So I don't know why the people who make the best pixel art program would try that. So a little bit strange. Almost like it was overlooked completely, but maybe not. I don't know. When you're making money, I guess you can make poor decisions and no one tells you. As long as you're keeping your business afloat, you don't realize it, I guess. Also, I have really high expectations. I should work on that. More pirate music or what? Sorry, abstraction. Oops. I hit G. Hey, at least I'm on the right layer. So yesterday, or actually this morning, or this afternoon, no, this morning, yesterday morning, sorry. I was I had to look at the clock to figure all that out. So about 10 o'clock yesterday, I was watching a bunch of Don Carmack videos. It's pretty interesting watching him talk about different stages of virtual reality. Um, Pretty interesting watching him talk about taking steps out of like engineering processes and stuff, and just like taking another look at what really needs to happen to get the quickest latency, mostly between the controllers and the HMDs. Really kind of interesting how they went about all that. Just like basically threw money at the problem, but then buying up companies. Right? I guess at one point he said there was a running joke about if you wanted to work for Facebook, you're better off starting a company with your friends and then getting acquired. And I thought that was pretty funny. The track was good. I like that one. I'm gonna hit the like button on that. Still too far. A little bit excessive of an ending there, but whatever. Yeah, this track's pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking tracks because there's a way to make a playlist out of liked tracks. Otherwise, making a playlist you have to purchase Pretzel, which it just doesn't sound worth it. There's some good music on there, but it's just not enough to pay like a subscription. I love that funky bass line. Oh no, what did I miss? There it is. The missing pixel. Much better. Well, no, a little bit better. Fix that point and that one there. Guys still hanging out up here. Yep, making smoke. Ah, come on. Sorry, I thought I was gonna go into that. Probably gonna end instead. Should have done the hook one more time. Oh, I don't like this one. I thought I already hit dislike on this. I'm getting pretty hungry. It's gonna be hard to make it. Got 20 more minutes till 2 hours. I ate a peach and a banana for breakfast, but I probably should have had some oatmeal, some raisins, and cranberries, because that's the shit. But now that I've waited this long, I think I'm gonna make macaroni and cheese and turkey, which has been my staple for, or has been a staple in my diet for um, months now. But it's enjoyable. The turkey, it's got a lot of protein in it. It's real cheap, um, compared to other meats. That is. It kind of tastes like beef, really. Throw some salt and pepper in there with the cheese sauce and the noodles. It's a pretty good meal. I enjoy it. Yeah. I buy organic pasta, Annie's brand, which it's dried cheese, the powdered cheese, but whatever, it's real cheese. Mixes well with coconut milk, right? Because I don't drink milk. I'm lactose intolerant, but I love coconut milk. The unsweetened coconut milk. I would not go for the flavored stuff. I think one time I accidentally grabbed the flavored stuff and I was like, oh my god, this is so gross. But I'm just not like a flavor fan. I don't like flavored things. If something's like got a natural flavor, like that's good enough for me. I like seasoning and meat and stuff like that, but usually minimalist. I don't like putting all the MSG stuff in there. I think that's stupid if you gotta put MSG on your meat for it to taste good. Like maybe you don't actually like it. But I do actually like meat. Like grass-fed beef. It's fucking amazing. I was living off of corn-fed beef for so long. When I moved out here, I was like, wow, there's a huge difference. It kind of looks like a face. Oops, I missed the bottom. It kind of looks like a head. It's always a good idea to have heads and faces in your hidden in your art, because they occur naturally and you see them. People see them on accident. Um, so they're gonna see them whether you put them there or not. So sometimes it's fun to just put them there. I picked that up from old video games. You notice sometimes there'll be a hidden face in the pixel art, and then they'll like make it spit out its tongue if you like attack it or something. Like Secret of Mana had those little statues, right? That they just look like statues of like these like squinty-eyed people like this, but if you if you attack them with the sword, only the sword for some reason, they spit out their tongue sometimes. But it's weird because the sword attack hits it twice. So you have to kind of angle it so it only hits it once. Otherwise, the tongue comes out and then right back in. It's a weird little thing on Secret of Mana. I've actually been playing Secret of Mana the last month or so. Um, Not a ton, but enough, like 30 hours or something like that. Since I bought it a couple months ago, a few months ago. So just like an hour or so every few days or whatever. But almost done with it again. It's a I've beaten it so many times. It's a great game though. I mean, there's so many problems with it, but there's so much good stuff with it too. So like my goal is to eventually make a Secret of Mana type game, and hopefully it'd be better than Hades because I'm playing Hades, and it's just really not doing it for me. Like I want to beat it as reference material and to know, but this still kind of looks like a face. I like it. Um, but like for instance, I'm I'm at the end of the game, but the game just keeps getting harder. No, no, that's just being insensitive to my time, right? I've beaten your game, right? I had the best setup. I was shooting 5 grenades, and they were gaining levels every 3 encounters, so they were at like level 10, right? And I was making them all land in the same spot, so it was causing like 1,000 damage, right? So I finally get him down, and then all of a sudden his life meter goes all the way back up. Like, what the fuck is that shit, man? Come on. That whole game, though, every step of the way has been gotcha moments just like that. So it's actually, I kind of saw it coming. It was no surprise. I was pissed, but there was no surprise, because the surprise there is that you think you won, and then all of a sudden you're taking damage, right? Because you're still getting attacked because the game's not over, and that is bad. There should be a few iframes or something where you can't get hurt while you realize that the battle's still going. By the way, there should be a cutscene or something, not just like, oh, by the way, the everything's exploding and you still have to die. Like, yeah, thanks. You just want me to play the game another time, right? And then you go and you play it again, and there's new bosses coming at you, right? They're harder, um, new things like early in the game, right? For instance, the very first room always has like one bad guy in it, right? And it changes depending on how long you've been playing the game and how far you've advanced in the game. So they're keeping track of how well you're doing in the game and then throwing more at you to make sure that you don't win, right? It's just a waste of time. Obviously, you can win, but they want to make sure that you spend like fucking 9 hours playing the game, right? Otherwise, they just spent 3 or 4 years making a game. Actually, I don't think they spent that long. 2 or 3 years making a game that could be beaten in a matter of, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours, or whatever like that, which is totally normal for an indie team to do. Except these people are like, no, it's a roguelite, so let's stretch it. Let's make it last longer than it needs to. Let's make you care more about the characters than you want to. Um, and it's just bad writing. Also, I don't like the character design. I just don't. So, also the art. I could go on about this game. It's funny too because I was actually thinking about applying for Super Giant Games. And then I was like, I don't think I would really be happy working there because the decisions they make are just not good. And it's funny, part of the application, like that's how close I was. Part of the application was what would you do to fix some of the previous art? And my list was just getting way too big. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna lie and say that, oh no, some of this stuff was good. All of it was bad. I'm sorry. The only reason why they did good is timing. I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah, they put some effort into it. They released a game. They wouldn't have released it. They would not have made it, obviously. But the thing is that anyone who released a game back then got some plays, right? The fact that they made something that was somewhat similar to Diablo with was actually not even going to work for them. What made it work was the narration. And that is luck, really. I mean, yeah, it was a stroke of genius, but it wasn't even like well thought out. It was just like, well, yeah, I guess this is what we're doing now then, right? So I don't know. It was an afterthought, is what I'm getting at. It wasn't written into the game design document for Bastion to have um, voice acting. But now it's like clearly a thing that they do, right? Hades is all voice acted, and it's not good. But they all they've done there is just raise the bar. By basically saying, oh well, this game's not going to do good by itself. We need to throw something else at it. What can we do? Let's do voice acting. And now everyone's got voice acting in their game, which is super expensive, and it's good for voice actors, which is great. But um, I don't know. Not every game needs voice acting. I love it for story games, don't get me wrong, but it's super expensive. I don't expect any indie to put it into their RPG or whatever just because, you know, that's the trend, right? Trying to make these look a little bit more animated because they're static. Alright. At least I'm getting close on this one. Kind of gives me an idea. Took me, what, 35 minutes, 40 minutes to do these clouds on the one, so gives me an estimate of how long it's taking. It's only like 50 frames. What happened there? Oh, I remember. I had to cut away from it. On the right layer? No. What is going on here? Oh. Alright. Oh, that works for that guy. It's really bright. Move to this guy. Alright, we want to make sure we're on the highlight layer. I want my brush tool, but I want the right color. All right. Yeah, I'm starving, but I do want to get a start on these guys. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make food to get my mac and cheese, so it's gonna take a bit. So I'm actually gonna end the stream and start up again. I'm almost positive I'll start up again. Because I am like full of energy. Got no reason not to. There's nothing else going on. Obviously, it's super early in the morning. And I'm just gonna be up all morning. What happened there? There we go. I dig this. A lot of this abstraction stuff is good. Pretty happy with this artist. The battery still looks pretty good. Maybe it's charging through the USB. That would be super dope, but I don't think it is. That'd be impossible, right? Charge and stream the video through the USB? I don't know. Oh. Super happy that the webcam utility is working though. When I first bought the camera, the webcam utility didn't work. Because it's a far better picture than the webcam. Getting a little finicky here. Where we at? 58. Do one more frame, and then I'll call it. Yeah, I'll have to get my exercises in between the break also. But still, I think I'll be able to come back on. So I don't think. I don't know. It's like in the middle of the night like this, not much of a chance people are going to join the stream, and if they do, that's great. But if they don't, it's like I'll just keep working and get a lot done. So sometimes when you get a lot of people in the chat, you kind of entertain and you don't spend as much time working. That's probably part of the natural tendency of why my sleep schedule starts slipping into the wee hours. Um, I don't know, but I'm starving. Um, so I'm gonna end this stream. Thanks everyone for joining. I'll be on probably shortly after this, and just eat, do my exercises, and get back to work. So thanks again. I will see you shortly. Goodbye. Try to close this here. Bye.